Hello Legends. It's in Cornwall at the moment, but there'll be a video out soon about that. Anyway, back to this video. It was my first time filming with YouTube, like a different YouTubers. I think it was the girls' first time as well. So there were quite a few points where we were like talking over each other. Yeah, please just excuse that because there was actually quite a lot of really helpful points in this. Yeah, I didn't actually realise it at the time. It's just editing now. I'm like, oh god, I hope you don't find that annoying. And also, I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but just from editing it now, because it takes me so long to edit a video of other people, it's like, you've got to look at them as well. Not that you need to know this, but yeah, I feel like I was talking about money so much. That's purely just because thinking about it from a student perspective who typically doesn't have a lot of money. When I get back to Loughborough, I should be filming with the girls for their channel. So you got that to look forward to. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Bye.
So, today we're filming with Holly and Amy. Yeah, I know. I was like, link for TJ Twins. I'm going to link their channel in the description. They've got loads of really good videos. But
you sound so excited about that.
I know. It's a bit monotone.
The sarcasm.
Really great video. No, I'm joking. They're really good. I really enjoy watching them.
I haven't filmed though we've had like 3 months off YouTube, so in the deep end on someone else's channel. Someone.
Going, yeah.
Not just someone.
That's sort of why.
Excuse me.
Oh, the union. When I was working.
We did some fangirling before. Yeah, we had.
Absolutely.
I messaged you first.
Oh yeah, you were really nice, yeah. Today we did a Q&A. We haven't done any preparation, which is very my style of things.
But then that gives
But I did a little Q&A on my Instagram. Actually, we'll put our Instagrams here. Right here. So, how oh god.
Do you
nervous? First question. How to handle first day nerves?
You've got to look at it as the positive, like thrive of the adrenaline of the nerves, if that makes sense.
I
is in the same
myself,
boat.
I was excited. Like if you were feeling the nerves, just be like, oh, it's excitement.
Oh really?
What would you say?
There's a lot of control. That's really good. I couldn't do that. No, I was a mess. But everyone's like, oh, you're in the same boat. Everyone's the same. I don't find that very comforting.
Loughborough anyway. You get here and you're just, there's no room for doubt of what you're doing. If that makes sense. Like the committee are there on hand, move you in. Like
there's someone there along each process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just don't know what people do who aren't in halls. This is probably going to stretch it out way more.
Yeah. Halls if you're not already.
That's a really good point. This one I think I probably need to answer.
Okay.
Because it's from my friend. How to wash a hoodie without it smelling like piss. This is very important. I don't think many freshers know this. If you don't dry your clothes properly, they will smell like wee. It's that damp.
Yeah, you got to do it. You can't leave it. Obviously, if you're doing like halls washing.
Yeah, hang it out like spaced out.
Yeah.
But washing wise,
join in with your flatmate because it's expensive in halls.
That's such a good idea. Never did that. It's like £5 to wash and dry.
We had little washing bags.
This is the thing, I didn't really ever need to because my washing just piled up. Like I'm so
Get colour catchers and then you don't have to do separate washes.
Bang it all in.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It does still probably not. It's not great for the whites.
But yeah, if you just like shape them, like when they come out, stretch them, especially jeans and hoodies, because that's when they shrink. Because all the fibres like.
So much wisdom.
I didn't know that.
Side note: my jeans on demolished.
What do you mean?
They're green, like all.
Oh, that's another good point. Actually, your clothes will get ruined.
They will,
and trainers.
Because everyone said buy a cheap pair of trainers because they're gonna get trashed. And I never really believed it, but they do. Because like weather conditions as well, mud and stuff like that.
Like walking to campus like in the rain. Not a good time.
Why living in... Oh, this is another one from the same guy. See, this is what I said to the girls. These questions aren't going to be very good, but we'll just roll with it. Why living in halls for 4 years is better than living in a house? Because that's what my friend did. He lived in Cayley, which is one of the halls, for 4 years.
4 years.
But yeah, I don't know.
When
he's made friends with us, oh, I feel bad because you're like fully in the sun.
Well, yeah.
We can move back. But he made friends with us at, like working at the union, and then we'd have like parties or prees or something, and he's got to walk like half an hour from Cayley into town to do it, and then he's got to walk home afterwards. So I would always say,
I'd say there's pros and cons.
What are the pros? I'm so biased, but what are the pros of living in halls after
we've not done it. I was so ready to like play house.
Close to the library.
That's
you
true.
know where everything is, but you're going to live with new people, like, it's out of your control then, isn't it?
Yeah,
I guess.
exactly. But he
I mean,
got really
it
lucky.
takes the pressure off having to sort out a house. Did they get
Mix
really
it up.
involved? Like, were they on
Oh yeah,
committee?
he's on committee.
Yeah, see, I
On
think
the
if you, like, I could have definitely.
Oh, actually, that's why. Sorry, when you're on committee, you get 20% off your whole price. So he saved loads of money because he's international, so like so expensive.
I didn't know that.
How to get and manage a job while at uni?
It is tough.
Do you think?
Definitely doable, but it depends what you do.
This year, I always like try and like sway people if you can to like avoid getting like a fixed term job in first year. So if you've got a contract for set hours each week, you don't want to be like, oh sorry guys, I'm at work, or I've got work tomorrow. You like, for us a 0-hour contract worked really well, so then we can pick and choose around our deadlines, for example. And the student ambassador scheme, this is not an ad, but definitely.
Well, I really want to do that. It's really good pay, but I never.
It's
I just always
they look
missed
after you
it.
so well, and you get involved in so many opportunities, and that usually comes out around like October, November time.
And that's the only time they recruit though, it's the start of the year.
Yeah.
I think it's down to like personal preference in terms of like what your workload's like and like how strict you are at working and setting your boundaries, timelines, etc.
Yeah.
But like it's doable, and there are so many jobs when you get to uni.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking, when it's like an engineering, just use that as an example where I know they've got so much work to do. Would you be able to balance a job as well, as in an engineering degree?
Started uni with that job, you're not going to know any different, are you?
True.
Like, we've had friends, they had their job at the start, they fit uni around it, so I think it's always harder to like join something once you've already started it. Do you know what I mean? Do you know?
No, that's it.
I get what
So
you mean.
like first semester, you've not joined a society or anything. You already feel busy. So then semester 2 comes around, it's like, oh, I don't have time to join anyone.
Yeah.
Because you're used to already doing that.
Yes,
Your time
I
always
get
fills
you.
up. Whereas if you've had the commitment straight away, like
Yeah.
work, whatever it be, sports society, then
But
it's
do you think you should get a job in first year?
I would say if you can, don't.
Yeah.
Like if you can,
I'm with
don't.
that.
Like,
But then again, it is the time where you have the least commitments, I guess, within your degree.
But as like the student ambassador thing worked out really well, but
What is the pay? Can you say?
competitive. No, that's what job ads, isn't it?
The union pay, I think, when you're over 21 is £9.37 because it's £8.37 plus one.
do you get holiday pay?
Yeah, that's the
why-
extra £1. Yeah.
It's quite different how they do it, isn't it? Uni meals, best uni meal.
Oh,
Just
Uni
pick one.
meals.
I
What's your
made
go-to?
this beautiful stir fry yesterday, and I know I've just stole yours probably because Holly's the stir fry cream, but it's just so easy and it lasts because you can just heat it up the next day. And why are you pulling the face?
Oh, it's just fried vegetables and noodles,
No, it's
though.
just
How do you make that
it's
taste nice?
seasoning.
What's your go-to
I
meal?
don't really know what I eat. Bagels, a lot of bagels,
Yeah,
honestly.
and take them to lectures if you put foil in. And bagels.
Bring lunch to lectures,
Yeah.
otherwise you're going to buy stuff in James France and it's so expensive.
Yeah,
I never
basically
did that.
anything like that can like be 2 meals worth.
Yeah.
Or a few meals worth. So
I
that
just
you
say
can-
pasta. Get used to pasta and pancetta.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, love it.
It's all in the seasoning, isn't it?
Yeah,
All in
absolutely.
season,
Salt
yeah.
and pepper. And a bit of, you know,
A
seasoning.
bit more than we need.
Bit more than that.
Wait, what do you season your chicken with?
Oh, what's it called?
No, the just like any chicken seasoning, like the multi-purpose.
You're right, yeah.
Nando's seasoning's good as well, but like
Yeah.
the Lidl or Aldi dupe.
Is the campus easy to get round? Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
so.
think the most people struggle with is building names and numbers. But
Oh yeah, yeah, because it would be like 0.13.
Yeah, there's obviously the campus bus and then the town bus, so they run like more regularly in term.
yeah.
And then it's nice to walk. Like
It
that
is
sounds really sad,
nice.
but it's really nice.
nice.
And obviously
Yeah.
everyone, like the whole flow of like students around, and in like freshers, if you're worried about getting lost, you won't, because there's like little helpers. That...
Yeah, you'll be able to
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
around.
probably.
Do's and don'ts when sharing a house.
Do make an effort, even though like you all might be set up. I think that's a big one. Like, do make an effort to go and sit with people.
Yeah.
It's like spend time with them. Like, obviously give people their space.
That's actually really good.
But I still think like just because you're in second and third year, like even though hopefully you found your friends by then, but still make an effort with the people you're living with.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard like to actually have quality time sometimes with
Because you
the
kind of
people you live
assume
with.
that like, oh, you've seen each other in just like the kitchen, but you've not
Yeah.
actually like seen them properly. So like still go out for coffees and drinks and like nights out with
That's
your house.
true. That's actually so true, because when I've been living in a house, we don't really like go out for dinner and stuff, because we have dinner in the house every day. We don't go out for drinks.
Do bring cleaning products. Like,
Oh yeah, just
do it.
Yeah, bin bags, stuff that runs out pretty easily.
From the get-go as well, like set out what you actually want to share. So like milk, for example. Like,
Oh, that's another great point.
on like tea and coffee things, that's what we
Mine's
should.
really
Don't forget
wrong.
your keys, because it's not like you can't ring you a subordinate.
£60 to get another one.
Yeah,
as well.
don't rely on others to let you in.
Yeah, because you've not got that security blanket of being in a hall like with your warden or your
that's
subordinate
very
or
true.
like other people to let you in.
No, I think setting out what you're going to share before, like milk
Yeah.
and stuff, because
otherwise that's when the little bits
that's where the conflict comes.
Yeah.
If you start taking someone's milk every day and they're not happy about that, they're going to get annoyed, maybe tell
Yeah.
someone, and then it's like...
Yeah.
or like cutlery or glasses, because I know if I come back from like a long day of lectures and I've not got my mug to make like
That's
tea
the
or like
thing.
come down in the morning, but that's just little things.
Whereas that doesn't
Whereas
cross
you
my
don't.
mind at all.
But
Like,
people are
in-
just
I
different.
think the main thing here is communication.
Yeah.
And if something's annoying you, set the boundaries straight away. So set your boundaries early on. Stuff. If you don't like something, just say it and say, look, this isn't a big deal, but don't do this
It's
again.
not personal.
Yeah.
This is just like
Yeah.
because you can't assume that they're going to be like your flatmates in first year, like, because everyone's so different and like the dynamics will change.
And
as
in a
well.
way, it's more chilled in first year because you don't want to annoy anyone. This time we're going for drinks afterwards.
Brings us on to another question, like recommendations to go in Loughborough, like town, like food, drinks, and Bum Bum Deli,
Centro,
Centro
Noodle Bar.
Lounge.
What
I'm telling you, like, I need to tell
What
you.
noodle bar?
It's quite new. It's best Chinese I've
Wait a
ever
second,
had.
they're just talking about an Italian that's really good in Loughborough.
Yeah.
I am Italian, I don't know about this. I'm
got it.
ashamed.
Caravelli. Pasta night, like a special night Mondays and Tuesdays.
So
like
perfect
when you go there,
students,
so
yeah.
they do like a deal.
Oh, I'm actually
Bum Bum,
embarrassed.
Centro,
Noodle Bar.
Noodle Bar,
Heavenly
Caravelli.
dessert.
Also, you need to download all the apps. So Loyal Free. I've only done this recently. Loyal Free gets you all these student discounts, including
I'm
Bon
not a student anymore. Oh my god. This is a really good one for them two to answer because they do a lot of videos. I haven't even said the question. Let me say the question first. Tips on how to revise, take notes in lectures / productivity. They have a lot of videos about this that are really helpful.
OneNote is incredible for taking all your lecture
I don't know
notes.
what that is. Oh yeah, I think my friend did
you get it
that.
included.
And then you can insert all the PDFs and then take notes next to it, and it's incredible, and it's all there in one place.
Yeah.
Because in first
I
year,
did
I
it
think
the worst way.
all my Word docs were saved so randomly.
Yeah.
And you would have
I'd say like
printed out.
the biggest thing would be consistency. If you can, obviously you've just said like
That's
if it's
like
not working,
methods,
but like
yeah.
consistent, and also on like type it up. Because for me, you didn't have time. The lecture's going too quickly.
Yeah.
But then make sure it's going in at the same time. Don't just copy and paste the slides. Like if you are going to do that in the lecture, then go back to it. Otherwise, you won't have actually like taken in.
I think the best way to be productive, even if you're catching up on a lecture, go over the slides before you listen to it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because
You
otherwise,
sort of know what they're all
so you
what
know
you're
where
talking
it's
about.
coming, and it is weird. It is a bit like, oh, but then you can actually just concentrate on what they're saying.
It's
and
not all
get
just
the additions
new being
done.
thrown at you.
I think if you're dyslexic or got any other student disability, learning disability, thank you. They have to make them available as well before.
Is it expensive to get diagnosed?
Yeah.
Do you know how much it is? Can you say?
So there's different ones, but because the uni, so all the funding like went from the uni, because some unis do pay for you, like even with ADHD testing as well, like they will just pay for it, because it was with COVID as well, like you had to go private and it was on Zoom. And some, I think the bottom was like, it was between 300 to 600
I was gonna
pounds,
say, I thought it was
like
400.
maybe 700, like,
Oh.
yeah, I went with like obviously
So
the
horrible.
lower, but it was sitting with it that, what if I paid it? But you just needed to know, don't
What,
you?
if you
like,
pay for it and you haven't got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
but like even at the end of it, I still thought I hadn't got it. But yeah.
Yeah, let's leave it there. I
We're
want a
done, let's-
cocktail.
We've been able to share some wisdom.
That was really
Yeah.
good.
Bit
You
random,
two did
but-
so well. Every single question I was like, I can't think of anything helpful right now. Yeah, so oh, guess it's time to wrap up. Don't know what else to say. Check their channel out. We just need to get a thumbnail now, and then we're gonna get a cocktail. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for having us.
Any
Thank you
questions
for having us.
in the comments?